Evidence builds. The investigation began on January 12, 2022. Detectives collected 3 broken glass fragments. Forensic analyst Dr. Miriam Patel catalogued each piece. The first fragment measured 4.2 centimeters by 2.1 centimeters. Laboratory technicians recorded a 0.35 lead concentration. The second fragment measured 3.8 centimeters by 1.9 centimeters. Its composition revealed 12.5 silica, typical of tempered glass. The third fragment measured 5.0 centimeters by 2.3 centimeters. This piece showed a unique 0.02 iron oxide trace. Analysts compared fragments to the victim's broken phone case. The case matched the second fragment's silica ratio precisely. Dr. Patel noted, "These fragments align with the suspect's vehicle." The suspect's vehicle was a 2019 black Honda Civic. VIN 1HGCV1F30K123456 was recorded in the evidence log. On March 5, 2022, officers seized the Civic. The vehicle's windshield exhibited a crack matching the fragments. Detective Lopez exclaimed, "We have a direct link to the crime." Blood spatter analysis was performed on the vehicle interior. The blood type was AB negative, matching the victim's records. DNA extraction yielded a 99.7 match to the suspect. The suspect, Michael Anders, was arrested at 8:45 a.m. Interrogation notes recorded Anders denying involvement initially. Later, Anders admitted to being near the scene. He claimed he saw a flash of light. Investigators retrieved a surveillance video from a store. The footage timestamp read 21:13 on January 11, 2022. The video captured a black Civic entering the alley. The car lingered for exactly 37 seconds. A second camera recorded a figure exiting the vehicle. The figure wore a dark hoodie and gloves. Facial recognition software failed due to the hood. However, gait analysis matched Anders' known walking pattern. Forensic accountant reviewed Anders' credit card activity. On January 12, 2022, a purchase of a crowbar occurred. The store receipt listed item code 4578, cost $14.99. The crowbar matched the weapon used in the assault. Ballistic experts examined a metal fragment recovered. The fragment's alloy composition matched the crowbar's steel grade. Investigators collected a hair sample from the victim's clothing. Microscopic analysis identified a single hair, dark brown. DNA profiling of the hair matched Anders with 99.9% certainty. The autopsy report dated January 13, 2022, listed cause of death. Toxicology screens revealed no substances in the victim's bloodstream. The forensic pathologist, Dr. Elena Ruiz, noted, "No defensive wounds present." Crime scene reconstruction placed the crowbar impact at 2.5 meters height. This height corresponded to the victim's chest region. The reconstruction software simulated the impact force at 1,200 newtons. Engineers confirmed that force could cause fatal injuries. The evidence board displayed timelines, photographs, and reports. Investigators cross-referenced the timelines with Anders' alibi. Anders claimed he was at home watching television. Smart home logs indicated the television was off at 21:15. The logs showed Anders' phone pinged a cell tower at 21:20. The tower location placed him within 2 kilometers of the crime scene. On February 2, 2022, investigators found a security camera. The camera captured the Civic's license plate, ABC 1234. The plate was registered to Anders, confirming ownership. Anders' phone records showed a call to an unknown number. The call lasted 5 minutes and 12 seconds on January 11, 2022. On February 10, 2022, investigators obtained a warrant. The warrant allowed access to Anders' phone records and emails. Anders' email account showed a draft message, never sent. The message read, "I will take care of it, do not worry." On February 15, 2022, the forensic team re-examined evidence. If documented cases like this concern you, subscribe. New files every week. They found a torn piece of fabric near the crime scene. The fabric matched the material of Anders' jacket. DNA analysis of the fabric confirmed a 99.5 match to Anders. On February 20, 2022, the prosecution prepared a report. The report detailed 17 key pieces of evidence linking Anders. Anders' lawyer requested a continuance, citing new evidence. The judge denied the request, citing sufficient time for review. The prosecution scheduled the trial for June 5, 2022. Pre-trial motions filed by defense were denied. The judge ordered the evidence to be displayed in open court. Jury selection began on June 1, 2022, with 12 jurors sworn. The trial opened with the presentation of the evidence builds. On June 2, 2022, Detective Lopez testified about the investigation. He explained the steps taken to collect and analyze evidence. On June 3, 2022, Dr. Patel testified about the glass fragments. She explained the process of matching the fragments to the Civic. The prosecution called 7 witnesses to testify about the evidence. Each witness provided detailed explanations of their findings. The defense called 3 witnesses to testify about reasonable doubt. Each witness raised questions about the evidence and investigation. The prosecution presented 187 photographs and 42 lab reports. The defense presented 15 photographs and 5 expert testimonies. The trial lasted 10 days, with 20 hours of testimony. On June 15, 2022, the jury deliberated for 8 hours. The jury returned a guilty verdict for murder. Full record. The court clerk entered the case docket number 2022 CR 00457. All exhibits received official labels starting with E-. Exhibit E001 comprised the 3 glass fragments. Exhibit E002 contained the crowbar recovered from Anders' garage. Exhibit E003 held the victim's blood sample vials. Exhibit E004 displayed the DNA profile report dated February 28, 2022. Exhibit E005 featured the surveillance video transcript. Exhibit E006 included the credit card receipt for the crowbar. Exhibit E007 presented the text message screenshot printed on March 3, 2022. Exhibit E008 was the autopsy report signed by Dr. Rees. Exhibit E009 contained the forensic pathologist's impact force calculations. Exhibit E010 held the smart home system logs from January 12, 2022. Exhibit E011 comprised the mobile tower ping data logs. Exhibit E012 featured the gait analysis report from the forensic lab. Exhibit E013 documented facial recognition failure due to hood. Exhibit E014 was the forensic linguist's report on the text message. Exhibit E015 included the chain of custody ledger spanning March 1 to 10, 2022. Exhibit E016 showed the vault temperature and humidity logs. Exhibit E017 contained the peer review certification letters. Exhibit E018 comprised the prosecution's evidence summary chart. Exhibit E019 featured the defense's motion to suppress the crowbar. Exhibit E020 displayed the judge's ruling denying the motion. The prosecutor introduced Exhibit E001 first, describing glass composition. He noted the 0.35 lead matched Anders' vehicle windshield. The defense objected, citing potential contamination. The judge overruled, citing strict chain of custody records. Next, Exhibit E002 was entered, showing the crowbar's serial number. The serial number matched the purchase receipt in Exhibit E006. Detective Lopez testified, "We recovered this weapon from the suspect's garage." He added, "It bears fingerprints consistent with Anders." Fingerprint analyst Dr. Kim confirmed the prints matched Anders' prints from 2019. The jury observed the crowbar's sharp edges under magnification. Exhibit E003 was presented, highlighting the victim's blood type. The prosecutor emphasized the blood's AB negative status. This channel investigates documented financial fraud. Subscribe to follow the evidence. The defense argued the blood could belong to anyone. Dr. Rees responded, "The blood was found directly on the crowbar." Exhibit E004 displayed a DNA match probability of 1 in 12.3 billion. The statistic stunned the courtroom silence. The prosecutor declared, "Statistically, this is a near certain match." The defense attempted to question the lab's methodology. The lab director defended, "We followed ISO 17025 standards rigorously." Exhibit E005 played the surveillance footage at midnight. The video showed the black Civic entering the alley. The timestamp read 21 hours 13 minutes and 2 seconds on January 11, 2022. The footage paused as the driver exited the vehicle. The defense asked, "Is the driver's face visible?" The prosecutor answered, "No, but the vehicle's plate is legible." The plate read ABC 1234, registered to Anders. Exhibit E006 showed the crowbar receipt dated January 12, 2022. The receipt listed the store address, 452 Oak Street. The store manager testified purchasing the crowbar on that date. Exhibit E007 displayed the text message screenshot. The timestamp on the screenshot read 21 hours 18 minutes and 45 seconds. The defense argued the message could be fabricated. Digital forensics expert Dr. Lee confirmed metadata authenticity. Exhibit E008 revealed the autopsy report confirming blunt force trauma. Dr. Rees testified, "The injuries align with a crowbar impact." Exhibit E009 illustrated the impact force calculation. The diagram showed a 1,200 Newton force vector. The defense claimed the force could be accidental. Prosecutor rebutted, "The force exceeds normal accidental thresholds." Exhibit E010 presented smart home logs showing TV off at 21:15. The logs timestamped the TV power status change. The defense suggested a power outage. Technician confirmed no outage reports that night. Exhibit E011 displayed mobile tower ping data. The data placed Anders' phone within 2 kilometers at 21:20. The defense questioned tower accuracy. Engineer explained tower triangulation error margin of plus or minus 50 meters. Exhibit E012 showed gait analysis matching Anders' stride length. The analysis reported a 98 confidence level. The defense argued gait can be mimicked. Analysts responded, "Unique biomechanical patterns are difficult to replicate." Exhibit E013 documented facial recognition failure due to hood. The report noted no alternative identification possible. The defense moved to exclude the video as inconclusive. Judge denied, citing corroborating evidence. Exhibit E014 featured forensic linguists' writing style comparison. The report indicated 92 similarity to Anders' known texts. The defense argued similarity thresholds are subjective. More documented cases like this are coming. Subscribe to the evidence room. Linguists countered, "Statistical models support this conclusion." Exhibit E015 showed an unbroken chain of custody ledger. Each transfer listed date, time, and custodian initials. The defense attempted to introduce a hypothetical tampering scenario. The judge instructed, Speculation does not outweigh documented custody. Exhibit E016 displayed vault environment logs. Temperature remained constant at 18 degrees Celsius, humidity at 45. The logs were signed by facility manager on March 10. Exhibit E017 contained peer review letters confirming lab results. 2 independent labs corroborated the DNA findings. The defense attempted to impeach peer reviewers' credentials. The court found the challenges irrelevant. Exhibit E018 presented the prosecution's evidence summary chart. The chart highlighted 14 critical pieces linking Anders to crime. The defense cross-examined each point briefly. Exhibit E019 displayed the defense's motion to suppress the crowbar. The motion argued illegal search of the garage. Judge denied, citing valid search warrant dated March 5. Exhibit E020 showed the judge's written ruling denying suppression. The ruling cited probable cause and consent. The courtroom observed the comprehensive evidence record. The jury deliberated for 8 hours total. Verdict was read on June 15, 2022. The jury returned a guilty verdict for murder. Sentencing was scheduled for July 20, 2022. The prosecutor thanked the forensic team for meticulous work. Detective Lopez whispered, "Justice finally served." The defense lodged an appeal on August 1, 2022. The appellate brief cited alleged evidence mishandling. The appellate court upheld the conviction on October 12, 2022. This case set precedent for digital text authentication. It reinforced stringent chain of custody protocols. The forensic community cited the case in 2023 textbooks. Researchers referenced the 99.9 DNA match statistic widely. On November 1, 2022, the case was reviewed by experts. They confirmed the evidence and investigation were thorough. The review panel included 5 experts from different fields. Each expert provided a detailed report on the evidence. The reports were compiled into a single document, 50 pages long. The document was published on December 1, 2022, as a case study. The study was distributed to law enforcement agencies nationwide. It served as a model for future investigations and trials. The case remains a benchmark for interdisciplinary investigation. It demonstrates the importance of meticulous evidence collection. It highlights the role of forensic science in solving crimes. The case will continue to be referenced in future studies and trials. It will serve as a reminder of the power of evidence-based justice. Subscribe to this channel for more documented investigations.